on this BuMpY 50-point inspection. From Yuengling Brewing Company out of Hershey, Pennsylvania, I have their Hershey's Chocolate Porter. This was gifted me from Craft Beer Pours, so there will be a link to his channel at the end of this. Now it does say DG Yuengling and Son Incorporated. It's actually not Hershey, Pennsylvania. It's Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Close enough, though. But yeah, we don't get Yuengling here in New Hampshire, so it's cool that Brandon gifted me this one so I could do a little inspection on it. So let's go ahead and crack into it. It does look like the standard Yuengling at the top and the Hershey's chocolate bar wrapper in the bottom there. So ABV on this thing. It says porter with natural flavors. America's oldest brewery, 21 plus to enjoy. There's no ABV. I don't think it's going to screw me up though. Alright, twist the top off and pour. Alright, the appearance on this, it's got a thin kind of khaki colored head. Very small head, really didn't build one. Color of the beer itself, it's brown. It's got some like caramel kind of hues at the bottom here. Held it up to light. It does look like it has kind of a powdery murkiness or something. It doesn't look clear. It looks like it has some type of haze going on within the beer. So anyway, let's go in for this full inspection now. So cheers. Alright. For the appearance on this one, I mean, it just, like I mentioned it all at the beginning, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 6 for the appearance. The aromas, first off, get a milk chocolate, which is nice. There is also a dark fruit note. That's pretty much all I can pick up out of the aromas. I mean, dark fruit coming probably from some of the malt that's used in this, possibly, or it could be coming from the yeast. But yeah, I think the milk chocolate, it says there's natural flavors added or whatnot, so there might actually be Hershey's chocolate added to this. That chocolate milk may or may not be coming from any malt. So I don't know, as a porter, the maltiness isn't really coming off all that well. Give it an 8 out of 10 though, because it did have that milk chocolate aroma, which was nice, kind of what you're looking for with Hershey's, right? Out of the flavors, it's got a slight bread. No, slight's going to be a word you're going to hear me say throughout this. Slight bread. There's a slight dark fruit note. There's a slight milk chocolate. There's a slight grain flavor. And this does have like a low bitterness at the tail end. The bitterness and stuff is pretty balanced out with the flavors that are in this. It's not overly bitter. The bitterness works with it. It's kind of like a floral to earthy type bittering effect at the end. The body on this, very thin and wet. It does have a high carbonation. The high carbonation itself does work with the thin body, but as far as being a porter and stuff, I would like it to probably be lower carbonation and a bit more of a medium body. So So the flavors on this, I'm going to give it a 12 out of 19. The body, I'll give a 3 out of 5. And for my overall, it's all right. I mean, I'd drink it. It's not something I would go out and search for to purchase. But I mean, if somebody had it on hand, you know, this is one of their offerings, and they didn't have much else, yeah, I would drink it. So it's a 5 out of 10 for me, though. It's kind of the average type range. But for the Yuengling Hershey's Chocolate Porter, it's going to get a bumpy 32 out of 50, which is going to land this in the drinkable range. It said it's drinkable. It's kind of average. So, cheers. Thank you all for watching.